Now I'm just going to read some red flags from a list I have and we'll just discuss them.
Yeah.
So,
Red flags.
So, personal hygiene. Is that a red flag?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, you're coming to what? Date? Smelling like you just done 5 aside.
what if she wears a perfume that your ex wears?
Ooh.
Trauma, bro.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
PTSD.
Like
It's almost
true,
a
fam.
Ratatouille moment, but not in a good. You're like, oh,
Yeah, you're like, whoa, I know this smell. It's like Chanel number 5. Nah, that's me.
Well,
But no,
Chanel number 5. Who's that, bro?
Yeah, don't worry.
PTSD's happening.
PTSD. Crazy.
But no,
Chanel number 5. Yeah. Let's go. See you. Yo, guys, and welcome back to the CrunchTime podcast, episode 14. You know the score. Come on. Yeah, every time now. I'm going to find something new every time.
Love that.
So, obviously, today, joined by myself, Manny.
And your boy TJ.
Yes, and obviously, we had to bring one of the man them on for this one. We're going to have a very, interesting discussion, but none other than Rithvik. What are you telling me, brother?
He's saying
This is free for free.
Yeah,
free for free. This is the hat trick.
Come
This is
on.
Andre Arshavin.
Jeez.
I'm going for the
It's for it.
Yeah.
Soon come.
Soon
come.
Don't worry, bro.
Soon
What's everyone saying?
Come on. But yeah, also, just a quick one. Big love to everyone who's been supporting the thing. Like, we've actually been... TikTok's been going off nicely, you know. 5 guys, pause. The Instagram, everyone's been supporting, so thank you very much.
You've been rinsed recently.
Rinsed. Yeah, but man will take one for the views.
Engagement.
Pause. Yeah. But yeah, guys, we're gonna be having a few interesting conversations
Some
today.
discussions today.
Hope you guys enjoy. Always like, support, give us 5 stars on Spotify. Follow us on the Insta. We've got a lot of things coming as well. But yeah, let's get straight into it. What are you telling me today? Question of the month?
I know you're switching up and you're doing it today, so
That's
interesting.
right.
Interesting.
Right. So, guys, the question of the month today is, would you rather marry the first person you slept with or work your first job forever?
Marry the first person I've slept with.
Really?
Bro, 100%.
What was your first job?
My first job.
That's the one. It's one or the other. Yeah. What was your first job?
I'm trying to think. You have to come back to me.
Fair. Yeah, I'm working Mackey's, bro.
Say, swear down.
Yeah, I work.
Really?
That's it.
Was the first
No,
thing like that?
it wasn't. It's just to marry them is. That's just I'd rather just work. I'll just work.
If I saw you in that drive-through,
So is that a quarter pounder with cheese?
yeah, so that'd be £6.80. I'd look at you through the window, say,
And I'd
"Give me
say,
the food, bro."
Bro, I can explain.
60 years old, innit?
Nah,
You might
I'd
be with the love of your life, though, so it might be all right.
but really, nah. Like
No, what I'm saying is, the first thing might not be with love of life, but you could be working at Mackey's and you
Yeah.
would have found your love of your life. Do you
yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly. Like we'll touch hands over the fryer. We look. To
be fair,
raw.
damn.
This could be it. And then I become
Exactly.
store manager.
I'd marry the first person I slept with.
Yeah.
Really?
My first job was in Primark, brother. I ain't going back Primark.
Yeah, work there forever as well. Like,
Yeah.
I see some of them and they look gutted.
Yeah, bro. Because it's huge. So
Yeah.
many people in there.
You seen
So
that
popular.
one? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You seen the one near Tottenham Court Road with the Gregs
No.
in it? Yeah, they got Gregs
Why
in
is
Primark now.
There's so much. I hate that. Like, you go Sainsbury's or Asda or something, bro, and there's a Mackey's, a Greg's, a blooming everything, bro.
Yeah.
But no, for me, I married the first person because the first job I had was, I believe, I think it was like hospitality.
Yeah.
So it was like behind bars, waiter.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Obviously, it was beside football. So would football technically be a job?
What do you mean beside football?
'Cause I was like-
He was in West Ham Academy, man.
West Ham.
Yeah, what was it? Luton Town. What is it? Sorry.
No, because that's not technically a job. It was just a hobby when I was young. Yeah, I'm gonna go for I would have to marry the first
You
person.
married the first person?
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
bro.
I don't think I could be in hospitality serving someone for that long.
Forever as well.
Bro, I hate like, that probably sounds mad to say, but I hate like that type of environment. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hate that type of environment. Like, I only lasted so long behind a bar anyway.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this isn't for me. When I was at uni, bro, it took me I think I'd had like 2 months of it and I quit. I was like, this
Really?
is just not for me.
I think it's a different headspace as well. I remember at Mackey's, there was someone who was, 68?
What?
who was still working there.
Are they
I
like a
was
cleaner or like a?
No, like part of the staff.
Mad.
So, but I was just like,
The thing is though, Mackey's is like one of the best for like. It gets rated high, doesn't it, for career progression, for places to work, etc. But like,
yeah.
I don't know. Everybody I've spoken to who's worked there always disses it. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad place to work or anything, because obviously, you know, I never want to shit on someone's work or anything like that. But like, everybody always moans when I know you used to work there and you hated it.
Yeah, it's gutting because it's like long hours, and it's when someone comes in and they try and order like 10, 20 nugget boxes, and that's at the same time the whole chicken fry is done. So now you're all trying to like problem solve, and no one can, you know, there's a lot that goes on. It's almost like The Bear, but not as interesting. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's got that kind of vibe to it. Yeah, sick, bro.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, I just feel like doing that 24/7 for the rest of your life, not 24/7, but like for the rest of your life, long hours, you barely get weekends. That's why I couldn't do the whole barman thing, because I was just there like, why am I wasting my whole weekend serving these people who are just, do you know what I mean? Like, I want to be out and work a 9-5.
I'd rather they serve me. Is that what you're going to say? Pause.
Whoa.
I'm done. I'm done.
I don't know why I'm on.
Yeah. Fair. That's all we have time for. Nah,
but the first
fair.
person I slept with, man, I loved her, so I'd happily spend the
That's-
rest of my life with her, bro.
That's
That's
cute.
cute.
Yeah,
That's cute. That's cute.
Clapping me.
Come on, bro. I respect it.
Round of
Like,
applause.
not even. Come on.
Man
Yeah.
clapped him, you know.
No, but like, I actually respect that.
Yeah,
like
no, I
that's
hear you.
because who can actually say the first person they slept with you actually loved, bro? You know
Yeah, I
what
mean, to be fair, mine was like an on and off relationship for time.
Swear.
Like, we were probably back and forth for like 2 years throughout school.
Is that
Okay.
good?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Good. Like, the
I've
freeze
said
frame
what I
on
wanted
that
to
was
say.
fantastic.
No, I'm joking. No,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
joking.
Yeah, it was good. Like, obviously.
The freeze frame on that was actually.
We're on fire.
No, it was just
Wow.
like, it was like the first person I wouldn't say love of your life, but probably the first person you love, innit?
Yeah,
That's the first person you
that's
actually
high
have.
school sweetheart.
Do you know what I mean? You have a relationship with, you do things together, etc., etc. So yeah, I think I would. I mean, yeah, not like I miss her or anything. Let me put that out there now.
No,
But, like,
man,
if
yeah.
I'm up to the, you know what I mean? If that's my choices,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, in hindsight, I don't think I could work at Mackey's my whole life, actually.
No.
Yeah.
It sounded like the first time was a bad time.
Nah, it wasn't even mad. It was just like, I just thought the marriage thing was like, it just seemed a bit too much. But working at Mackey's would then also be maybe, yeah, I'm not for it.
Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Okay.
Boycott Mackey's, man.
Boycott.
Thank you.
Mad thing.
Go on.
Right.
What you got for me today?
So, like we said, we're going to switch up on this kind of episode today. So, the next topic we're going to discuss is red flags / kind of icks that we have as men for women.
Calm.
So,
Cancelled already.
but how I wanted to kick this off, I wanted to get one from each of you before we go through the list that I've got. So, yeah, we'll get one from like what's a main red flag or ick that you guys have, and we'll go from there, and then I'll read the list. That's what I'm thinking. So, what's a red flag for you?
Okay. For me, I think that on the first date, you know, if I've asked you out, cool, I'm going to pay for everything. But I think a big red flag for me would be if you're dating someone and you literally have never seen the color of their wallet.
They don't offer to pay for things.
They've never offered to pay for nothing. Like, it's always been me. And I've been in situations like that, and like I've always been like, nah, like it's okay, I'm good for it, like I can provide. But then realizing I'm only in my mid-20s, like this ain't my wife. Like, I don't really see a future. Why am I, just because in society people are like, the man needs to provide and buy me shit and give me shit, but it's like, it's give and take, right?
No, I agree.
Like, I buy some and you buy some, and there's never like a, and I was obviously like, don't make a note of it. It's fine. It is what it is. You like spending time, but it's like, if you keep doing that, then they're not gonna expect anything else. Like, and then it becomes complacent.
Yeah.
There's not even gratitude anymore for that. So for me, that's like a big thing. Like, every time I'm even like on a first date, I'm like, listen, now obviously I got this, but moving forward, like I just want to be honest. Like, this is give and take. Like, because I'd rather just be honest and communicate it. Because then if they're like, hang on, you need to I'm like, no, that's cool, but that's not for me.
Wow, well, what? You're not getting the Gilgamesh and all them things.
What the hell is Gilgamesh?
It's a lovely restaurant. I heard.
Oh, okay.
Chipmunk talk about-
Hakkasan and
Hakka.
I mean,
Nobes,
listen, like
Nobes.
I'm happy to, you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's
of
what.
course.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Like for me, I would always pay for the first date. Like I'm asking you out. Like I'm asking you to come out, etc.
Facts.
And obviously, I'm happy to provide and pay and stuff. But for me, it's even like, even on the first date, for them to offer is a vibe as well. Like you can see straight away you're there. Like okay,
Facts.
Yeah,
like it's cool.
facts.
Like I've had it before where I've been dating a girl, and I'm like paying for everything, and I'm just there like obviously I've got it. I'm calm. I can do that. But like it gets to a point where it's just like this is like the 6th or 7th time we've been going out. Like this is obviously what you expect moving forward. So it's not like I'm trying to say, oh yeah, you can pay for everything, etc. It's more the fact of the gratitude of being, oh, do you want me to get this, or I'll get this one, or I'll do
thought,
this.
innit?
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's a
That
thought.
counts, you know what I mean?
It's a thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's a big thing. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one because I feel like it just gets to a point where just like, raw. Like,
What are we doing here?
like what we I'm happy to provide, but this is like the 10th time.
And like we're in our mid-20s.
And you're not even
in
offered.
London.
Yeah, and you're not
it's
even
like,
offered.
You're not offered, and we're all struggling. Like we're all like either creatives trying to do something like
Exactly.
That. Like, we don't have that much money, love.
Yeah, it's when they don't even budge.
Yeah.
And you're like, hang about.
Yeah.
But you're not going to force them to pay.
No,
of
exactly.
course. Do you know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
conversation that I always have. If I'm on like the 3rd date, 2nd date, I look at that. I look like one thing I'm big about is obviously I'm happy to provide for anything, but I just want to know that there's 50-50 here. Like, are you willing to or happy to, etc. I know we're all in different situations. You might be at uni, you might be doing this, you might be doing that, but there still needs to be back and forth. So
Yeah. Yeah.
But that moves on to kind of your red flag, right?
My red flag, I think my red flag, if I'm if we're going to get into it, I think from experience, my red flag was one of just like, I understand how nowadays people are very liberal and like about being friends with exes and stuff like that. I've never understood it. And I understand some people are like, yeah, but we're mature enough, whatever. But I just also, on the other hand, I'm like, you've been so emotionally invested with this person. I think it's just, I personally feel it's so hard to try and then become friends and then become like pally with someone you've been so like emotionally intimate with.
Yeah.
That's just my personal. And I think it's tricky when people are like, yeah, but like, oh, we're mates now though. It's like, yeah, but you dated for like...
You shared something so intimate and so deep.
Yeah, and I think, and not even in like ick kind of way, but I think I've just learned as well, I don't think it's possible because
No, I agree.
you always, because that person as a guy as well, like, I don't know if it's like a mental thing, but you already know like, oh, I know what gets them. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. I think for me, it's like, it's a weird mental game and I just don't want to be involved with anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I think when somebody talks about their ex or ex-partners as well all the time, that goes off from that. Like I hate that as well.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah.
I agree. Like the friends thing is just, like, I get it. Like if you're going to be friends, etc. But again, it's like, just miss me out of it. Like I don't want to be involved if you're still seeing him because there's always that connection that you two have.
Yeah.
Like there's always a connection that you have with your ex. That not saying one day you might, sleep with them again or do something with them, but there's always that. There's always something there in it. Do you know what I mean? It's, you've shared an intimate connection with them that we're sharing now, and I could never. I'm not friends with any exes because I know I couldn't be.
No,
out
because.
of respect for the next person.
Exactly.
Respect for the next person,
You know?
and generally my own feelings, because I wouldn't want to be with someone who has the same thing as me. Do you get me? Like I wouldn't want to get with a girl because I know how I would feel about it, so I wouldn't want to put someone through that. So
Yeah, it's a weird one.
and it can be camouflaged in that way of, like you said, like, oh, but this is a liberal world. Like, are you not secure within yourself for me to be with friends with my ex? And I've been in that spot, and it's like, now I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna run if someone is, because even if they are friends, it's like, where do you find the middle ground?
Yeah.
Like this person has seen you naked. It's the most intimate you can be. It's like then you're just gonna be jokey friends. Like,
exactly, and depending on the level you've been with that person, they might have met your family, met your friends, gone on holiday, moved in. You might have got to the level of moving in. You've talked about these intimate things, babies, etc., etc. And then to have such a calm relationship. I just think it's wild.
Yeah,
like,
we meet up for coffee.
I just think it's weird.
What are you
man.
talking about?
Like,
Yeah.
What is there to converse about after?
Nothing.
Oh, so who you
Literally
see
nothing.
now? No one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like them. Like I don't know what. But that's the thing.
And then normally there's always one person who was like either, because obviously we've all got exes here. There's always one person who either was on the wrong side, even if you say it's 50-50, etc., and you broke up for a reason.
Yeah.
It's never like that, is it? There's always one reason for another. So there's always going to be a person who feels more than the other. So let's say if I am friends with my ex and I'm meeting up with her and I had a feeling for her, I'm going to be putting bad ideas into her mind
Unconsciously,
about the person that she's dating.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So it just, I think that's a mad thing. Like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
100%.
Just run.
Yeah,
Run.
run for the hills.
So you hear that? Run.
Innit?
Don't be staying.
Run.
Run.
Blood.
But yeah, one of my icks or red flags, it's a big one for me. I think not being religious or God-fearing. I think that's massive. Massive. Because for me, someone who is religious and who is God-fearing in that way, I feel like my relationship and the way I want my children bringing up, etc., if you're atheist or whatever, it just wouldn't work because I would have a lot of different feelings, a lot of different ways I look at things and the way I deal with things. Do you know what I mean? Because like for me, and I know from you, and I don't really know yourself in that religious way, but like for me and you, I know that you would pray. You know, you would put your the thoughts and the kind of release it onto like God, and obviously hope things get better. Like I know if I was with an atheist, they would be like, "What the hell are you doing?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think the relationship would be very different. I've been in them situations where I've been with obviously people who are not religious and so on, and it's never really worked because of the views are very different as well, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like the
language you both say, you don't operate in the same way.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And I would want my children to be brought around that religious kind of place. Like obviously I'm not 100% the best Christian, and there's a lot more that I want to do. But exactly. And there's a lot more that I want to do, but I feel like if I'm with a girl and they can't even help me with that or teach me that or bring that into our relationship, like then it's just not going to work moving forward. I think that's a big thing for me, especially because of where I see my life going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
bro. I've been in situations where I'm dating someone and I'll say something about, well, we can leave it to God or whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll like be like, haha, that's so funny. But there's a part of me that's like, that wasn't a joke, but it's so awkward to even be like, that wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
So now that's so true. Like that's a recent thought I've been having of like, that is like, if I see that in someone, I'm like, they're just not for me then.
It's a big thing, innit?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
The world is a scary place. Like when people don't hold on to that ethereal being, I'm like, how do you stay grounded?
Yeah, like
what keeps you grounded in this earth then, man? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's a very true fact.
Yeah.
Like very true fact. I think that's why it's such a big thing for me. It's just I just couldn't. Like I said, it's mainly if I'm meeting someone and dating someone, it's always going to be for the future. Do you know what I mean? So like looking forward, I just couldn't have being around that. Do you know what I mean? Not having that kind of
because either
level
way,
of God in our lives. Do you know what I mean?
Because one or the other would rub off on.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like you either stop that faith building or growing that you're doing, or maybe they come along.
Yeah.
But still, it goes either way. Do you know what I'm
As
saying?
long as they're open, like,
Yeah.
you know, and you'll know that from the way they communicate about God with you. Like, it might be like, I don't believe it, but if they allow you to still pray, if they allow you to go to church or whatever.
I just like the questions. When they actually ask questions as well, and you're like, oh, actually, yeah. It's not you're asking, because nowadays everyone wants to, you know, take the mick out of it. I get it. But everyone has their own specific views on what religion is and faith, and I think they're two very different things.
Yeah.
But when someone actually asks, not just thought-provoking questions, but when someone's actually like interested about, so why do you feel that way, or why do you think that way? But that's, like you said, is when you know that, oh, this person, regardless of if they are a regular churchgoer or whatever, or whatever faith they are, then they're it's within them. Do you know what I mean? You can sense that.
Yeah, I get that, and that's what I'm saying. I think it just doesn't. I just don't think it can vibe.
Yeah.
I just think it's just like it's just two heads bouncing. Do you know what I mean? Because it just the views that you have will be mad different.
Hella
to what
different
she has.
ways of thinking.
Yeah, and like it just I just don't think it just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It generally just wouldn't work. I mean, that's my own fault, and that's my own experience I've had.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people's been. It'd be nice to know if people have been in a relationship where someone's not religious another person is, and if you know, sometimes it might work and you might become religious, but then sometimes it could take you away from it, and I don't want that. I don't want to be taken away.
Yeah. Dark place.
So yeah, exactly.
No, like,
I need help. I need help. I need air. Shout out that guy. Oh, no, he's a nonce.
bro.
I'm gonna lose my job.
Nah, he's a nonce. No shout
But
out.
yeah, no. Yeah, not big him up, bro.
Nah, no big ups, no big ups.
No big
I wonder where he is. Mad. But yeah, so now I'm just gonna read a bit of a
Sorry? Sorry, bro. Go on.
Now I'm just gonna read some red flags from a list I have, and we'll just discuss them.
Yeah.
So,
Red flags.
so, personal hygiene, is that a red flag?
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. You're coming to what date? Smelling like you just done 5-a-side. Or for even for galley, like
Dipping.
tell me if you meet a galley and she smelling a bit.
What if she wears a perfume that your ex wears?
Ooh.
Trauma, bro.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
PTSD.
Like
It's almost
true,
a
fam.
Ratatouille moment, but not in a good. You're like, oh,
Yeah, you're like, whoa, I know this smell. It's like Chanel number 5. Nah, that's me.
Well,
No,
Chanel number 5. Who's that, bro?
Don't worry.
PTSD's happening.
PTSD. Crazy.
But no,
Chanel number 5.
personal hygiene is massive. I feel like
Massive.
I've been on a date before and
What? Nah.
stunk. Yeah,
Swear.
BO. Like BO. Like I'm not even
What? Like
lying.
you hugged?
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, is that
BO?
me? Bro, I thought it was me for a sec. And
fair.
just like, yeah, sorry. 'Cause, yeah, but yeah.
Just had West Ham trials, bro. That's why.
What's it with you and
Like,
West
what
Ham?
is this
I don't
thing?
know. I'm an Arsenal fan.
West Ham.
I think it's because of the in-betweeners.
Yeah.
Jay says he has
Yeah,
West
yeah.
Ham trials.
That's what it's from, isn't
My
it?
guy said
So-
BO. No, BO massive.
In
Yeah,
it.
personal hygiene, yeah.
100%. Yeah, you can't be coming stinky breath.
Teeth.
You know what I mean?
Oh, mouth.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I brush my teeth like twice a day, maybe
Yeah.
3 times a day. I have mouthwash at lunch. I'm on it. I'm on it, bro.
Oh, you're like uber clean.
Bro, I
on the
hate,
thing,
I
bro.
hate, I hate it. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
fair.
Yeah.
So, is it a red flag when she hugs a bouncer at a nightclub?
I love. Nah. Props to you for getting
That's
that.
crazy.
When she hugs the bouncer, what? As in, like,
That
hey,
is a
nice to see you
crazy
again.
question.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, nice to see you.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa.
I've never
Red
deep
flag,
that.
bro. I'm running
That's
the other way.
crazy,
G.
bro.
If she knows the bouncer, it means that she's there on occasion, bro.
Okay.
Do you know what I
I
Damn,
didn't
I
deep that.
never deep that,
Bro,
bro. That's
trust
a
me.
good question.
That's good, bro. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
So is it a red flag when she hugs
Hey,
the
nice to
bouncer?
meet you, Tony. How you doing? Yeah, it's lovely seeing
Yeah,
you
innit?
again.
Again, for the third night in a row. Do you know
Third
what I mean?
night, what? You having a crazy one? I don't know why
Nah,
he's
fuck
Essex.
it, bro. I think fuck it. Because, like, the bouncers know us.
Yeah.
We're clubbing every other day. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, bro.
Hey, yo, Tones, what do you want today? You wanna?
Like, she could just be a very friendly girl, I
Yeah,
feel like.
yeah.
You know?
I
like,
hear you.
she might not talk to strangers, but
Talks
she'll
to the
talk to the
bouncer.
bouncer because they could let her in for free as well.
They always get let in for
Yeah,
free.
Yeah, mate.
beautiful girls always get in for
Talking
free.
about bouncers.
Yeah.
You wasn't there, no. So we were queuing for I don't know, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely decked me. For audio listeners, I just got punched.
So we were queuing for a nightclub, yeah. And there was 4 of us. No, there was 3 of us. So me, Ben, and Eric, and there was these 4 girls in front of us, and we tried to get. So we like. Also, no, the 4 girls weren't there at the time. We went to the queue and was like, "Oh yeah, can we get in?" He was like, looked at us and was like, "There's no girls, you can't get in." I was like, "Bro, okay, great." So then these 4 girls walked in. I was like, "Girls, like, we can't get in without other girls. Can we pretend we're with you and come in?" Anyway, 3 of them were there, like, yeah, of course. Stood behind them. The bouncers ID'd the 4 girls.
Yeah.
And then they looked at us 3 and was there like, "Are these with you?" Before the other 3 girls could say anything, the 4th girl was there like, "No, I don't know him."
No.
Checked us at the last minute,
no.
bro.
Harsh.
90th minute, bro.
No.
90th minute.
We got in anyway. So then 2 other girls came with that, like, "Can we just come?" Yeah, it worked. And the bouncers was looking at us like, every single girl knows these people.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that yeah. But anyway, that's
Hugging the
story.
bouncer one's crazy.
Wild,
I
bro.
never deep that.
Mad.
So red flag if she's always late or lateness. Yes, 100%. Be on time.
I'm sometimes late, so I
Yeah.
can't even be like.
Yeah, that's
I
very
could,
true.
You know what I mean? Go on, let it out,
Every
bro.
time, bro.
No, let it out. Not
Today.
every time.
Today.
How?
Bro, we were supposed
Go
to
on,
leave the
explain.
house. We were supposed to leave the house at 11:15.
Yeah.
We left the house at 10:30.
Did you or did you not get your breakfast? From
Yeah,
the
yeah,
lovely
yeah,
coffee
yeah,
shop?
yeah. We did get breakfast, but I'm saying like 15 minutes late.
No,
You know
it
what I
really
mean?
be your own. It really be your own. Anyway,
Fair.
furthermore.
You're a big person on time.
Yeah, this guy is like-
Yeah, bro.
I hear that, though.
I hate
I've
it.
tried
Like today, I wanted to be here on time. I want to be here a bit early. Like,
I mean, my man told us to get it for 12.
yeah, well, yeah. To be fair, my man got the timings right.
Jamie.
You know what I mean? Yeah. The producer got the timings wrong.
Shout out,
Anyway,
shout
Shout out, bro.
shout out.
Podcast
shout
room.
out.
Come on.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, lateness is mad. Lateness
Lateness.
is. I've been on a date before where she was like an hour late or something.
An hour late is
45.
insane.
45 is long.
Bro, I thought I was getting stood up. You know how
An
peak,
hour.
how do you know how peak I felt, bro?
What were you doing?
I went back to the car, bro. I literally sat at the
Fair.
car. I
Playing
literally sat at the car. I
tunes.
left in the
Take
end.
care,
Twiddling
Drake.
thumbs.
Bro, yeah, literally the whole album on.
Take care, Drake. Is
Over my dead body.
Oh my days.
But yeah, bro, literally, I
Did
felt.
she turn up in the
Yeah,
end?
she did, but I was like, I'm just gonna let's just do something else. But yeah, then I never met her again, obviously.
Yeah,
And
fair.
it's peak because I felt like I was gonna be stood up for the first time in my life.
Raw. First time as well.
Obviously,
Jeez.
bro.
See that? 100%
Is he that?
record.
Under
Hear
record,
that?
under record.
Hear that? Brother's never been here.
Ashavin.
Come on, bro. Trying to be like you. No, but that's it. Yeah, lateness, I'm like, I get
Yeah.
it. I'm like 50-50.
Lateness.
Yeah,
is,
beep, 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 man.
Because I'm
yeah, I think it depends though, because like
they're leng.
if we.
You can be as
can
late
let
as
it
long
pass,
as you
yeah,
want.
yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, but if we have reservations and we're there for a certain time,
Sure, but yeah.
get there, innit? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because then
I
I look
hear
like
that.
a prick sat there on my ones.
Yeah, I
Table for
hear
one.
You're like,
yeah,
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But yeah,
fair.
is it a red flag or an ick when she's rude to waiters slash staff?
100%.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
100%.
We just talked about hospitality.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, bro. Like, it's actually brazy.
Unless she not has to be rude, but has to be
Looks down.
forthcoming. Like to be like, hey, by the way, my man's plate is wrong.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm more on about like
because
yeah.
I'm quite the shy person in a restaurant. I'm not
Yeah.
very good at like, yeah. They say like the tall people always need like a small girl who's quite
Yeah,
fiery.
I hear you, but I'm
can be like, hey, he's not got the chicken right,
And you're like, no, I'll eat
and I'm
it.
like, no,
Yeah,
but babe, don't say nothing, don't say nothing.
I'll eat the quiche. I'll eat the quiche.
I'll take the mashed potato.
No, just don't take it back.
lol. But yeah, no, I'm on about like they're rude, like Karen rude.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Bro, I'm getting up and
Karen
leaving.
rude.
G.
Bro, I'm gone.
Yeah, before we even eat, bro.
Yeah,
we're
I
not
love
breaking
how-
bread. We're
I'm
going.
not breaking bread with you. Karen Rude's crazy as
Yeah,
well.
bro. I feel embarrassed. Bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's jarring. Like, that one's jarring. Nah, like, you have to... I feel it's so weird when people are, like, so rude to hospitality people.
It's wild, bro.
You're like, bro, are you good?
Yeah,
Like,
Facts.
I could... Like,
wild.
they could spit in your food.
yeah.
I swear
It's
that
crazy.
this must have happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So another one is lack of drive or ambition. I think this is massive
Yeah.
because of someone, especially us being creatives.
Yeah.
I feel like we need someone who can be along that journey. Do you know what I mean? Someone who can be part of it. Do you know what I mean? Like part of like they want to support you and you also want to make them do well. Do you know what I mean? Especially for someone
Yeah.
like you know, upcoming actors, etc. Your drive and ambitions obviously got to be on it. Do you know what I mean?
You've
Like,
got to have that same level, if not
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think, because it is such a key thing. Because if it's someone who doesn't really care or is just kind of like blasé about it, it's like, well then, like once again,
Yeah.
I think you're being around that same energy, it will rub off.
Yeah,
on you.
100%,
And
bro.
you don't want that around you. If
No.
you're trying to like really be selective about who you hang around with, especially if you spend so much time with, and they're like, not really interested about that. I just want to do. Like, you know, just no plans or no
Yeah,
future
yeah.
plans. Nah, massive.
I think it's
Birds of a feather flock together.
Ross, say that again for the
the
people.
gems.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Bomber club.
You know what I mean? So whoever you hang around with, that energy is just gonna
Rub off on you.
exactly, bro.
Yeah,
So you have to be
100%.
careful.
yeah.
100%, bro. I totally agree. I totally agree. It's like there's always a quote in the Bible. It's like a group of fools will be basically destroyed, but a group of wise men will always be wise because obviously it's
Bro,
like
man got out
it's like,
the quote.
do you know what I
for
mean?
that.
shout
Yeah,
out.
just it's
Respect.
like people you be around will always be the people you are. Do you know what I mean? It's so
Exactly.
true. I've dropped out people friends wise who aren't on my level.
Yeah.
You just want to do one thing and just be in a system.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
like
yeah.
people I hang around myself, who people I hang around now are part of that kind of journey if they want to do better. Not do
Yeah.
better, but you know what I mean? They they want to be successful. They want to
Pushing,
drive,
yeah.
ambition. You know, they don't want to just sit on a desk and do. I mean, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
My mom used to just tell me all the time, she might show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. And I was like, yeah, I got to reshuffle the group. Now she loves
Keep some of
Bro,
them in the back.
Your mum, bro,
This guy.
best advice ever, bro. Like, she'll always give that. She used to, I remember I had friends before and she was like, not sure about that guy.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
your
mean?
mum
And I
always
was
know.
like,
You
no,
don't deep it.
no,
Always
bro.
know.
Bro, then literally,
Are you
I'm
friends
not
with
friends
them
with them
now?
now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's
They
like,
know about girlfriends. They know about
Oh,
friends.
girlfriends,
Like,
they know
they know about
straight away.
career choice.
Yeah, they
like,
know.
I don't get it.
It's crazy.
they have, they're
get
the
it, man.
book of knowledge, bro.
Yeah.
Trust me. But I'm just going to fire through these last ones.
Go on,
Yeah,
man,
so
so we
a few
can
more.
move on.
2, 3.
So last two. So this is a big one anyway. Is it a red flag if she's lying and argumentative? 100%.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like, I
Like-
hate, and you can't come to middle ground either. Like, that's the whole, like, you're
What,
arguing.
she has to win?
Yeah, she can't be like compromise. You can't. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Like, what?
that.
We're not even talking.
Yeah, bro. I hate that. I hate when
Like,
they're always trying to,
disagreements can be healthy, but like
Yeah.
if you're just looking to win, then there's something within yourself.
my
you need to
value and
fix.
point's going to be well different to yours.
Exactly.
Of course,
Yeah.
we're not going to agree on everything.
Exactly.
It's a place for learning, but if
Yeah.
you can't even just want to learn and
Exactly.
you just need, I just need to be right.
Yeah.
we need
Wild.
to unpack that, or
Yeah.
you
Love
need
is
to do that.
compromise.
100%.
That's what it is. It's
Raps.
compromise.
Raps.
And the last one, just like a little one, is baby voices. Is it an ick? If
Baby!
it's baby
Don't kill me! Shut up!
Yeah, nah. Maybe like as a
That
joke,
made
but
me
not
cool.
during.
Yeah, do you know when they're like, I can't even do it, but you know what I mean? You know what I
on,
mean?
do it, bro.
I know I can't.
Nah, do it one time. man.
I
do it one time, bro. Like, it's a safe
I don't want to
space.
embarrass myself. Do you know what I mean?
Embarrass.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like baby voices are like, oh,
What? So like, if it's like pillow talk, like baby voice, are you talking about during?
just generally, bro.
Just
Oh,
general?
just generally.
yeah,
Okay,
just
okay.
general,
Yeah,
like
okay, that's-
pillow
Ooh.
talk, out and about, phone calls, etc.
Nah, not on the phone.
Yeah, like-
yeah, like
Hello, sweet. I don't mean,
Go on, do it, bro. You want
I
it?
can't. I can't.
Nah,
I
do it,
can't.
bro. Fuck
Do
it,
it,
bro.
do it.
I
for
can't.
the
I can't think of one because
Fair.
Ah, bears.
bailed.
No, I think it's like if it's not all the time. I've had it where it's like it's happened occasionally because it's like part of a running joke. You know what I mean? But it's not.
Oh
like,
yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Not like
That's just their normal language.
Everyday
like,
language.
Yeah, we're having
that'd be a lot.
we're having a
Yeah.
conversation and you're
It's like,
chatting.
oh baby. Yeah.
Emmanuel.
Please don't say
You're
my
like
name
love. What? Sorry?
ever like that. Yeah. Love you. You
Mad.
good?
You're good, love.
You good?
Mad. But yeah, that's the icks and red flags discussion.
That was a good,
Really-
bro.
yeah, really
Respect for
enjoyed
that one. You actually
Respect,
brought some
really
like
enjoyed
hard ones
Yeah,
to
bro.
that as well.
Watch
Pause.
out for them girls hugging the bouncers. And yeah, definitely pause, bro.
Yeah,
Mad
yeah.
thing. Man said
Sick,
hard
crazy.
one.
That's crazy. Can't.
So yeah,
There's
moving
no
on to the
rest.
next thing.
I think what's nice about that is all of them have actually linked up in a way, even the question of the month
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the icks. And then this one, we're actually just gonna have like a proper discussion.
Okay.
You know, you don't really see like just man them sitting down and having these kind of conversations.
Trust me.
But obviously we talked about red flags, talked about icks. Today we want to talk more about relationships, you know. And shout out to Rithvik. We had this idea and he really like orchestrated this conversation
Yeah.
to come about. So respect to you for this, man. But we're going to talk about relationships now. And first question I got is, when it is the right time to walk away from a relationship? Do you know what I mean? Like, we're getting straight into it. You know what I mean?
Past experience. Past experience. I was with someone for about a year or so. I don't know, like it got to a point where we were like 6-8 months in, I just didn't feel the same. And I held on for so long. And I think I should have walked away well earlier. But I don't know. I think I was too comfortable with how everything was with my family, friends, etc. That I just, do you know what I mean? Like
When they get on with the
yeah,
fam.
I just basically, I just kind of forgot about how I actually feel. And I remember having a conversation with my mum. My mum was there like, you're dating her. Like, this is your girlfriend. We're not dating her, Tim. Like,
Yeah.
you need to like do what's best for you. And I think that's one situation where I really like regret hanging on for too much. Not regret because things were really good at the start, etc. But I think I just ignored too much. Like we didn't really get on in my side. I don't know how she felt, but for me, I think the best time to move on from something is when you just don't feel the same. Like I think you have to feel like wanting to talk to her no matter what mood you're in. You have to feel that butterflies when she rings you, when she texts you, when you see her, when you're looking forward to see her. I think a big one as well is like keeping that the energy you have at the beginning of the relationship throughout. Because you know how everything is, bro. You can start off a relationship 1 to 3 months, bro. You're buying each other stuff. You're taking each other out.
Yeah.
You're doing all these things, and then it just stops because you get comfortable, innit? And I think that comfortability is where relationships always fail, because you get so comfortable with that one person that you stop doing all these other stuff. So
You
then
feel like you've not won them, but you feel like I don't need to impress them.
Yeah, bro.
It's sad because it's just that
Yeah.
the world we live in of the swipe world, and there's so many options. And
Bro, open
it's-
Instagram and you're like, boom.
Do you know what I mean? So when you've been dating for a while, and you can get complacent because it's like, well, I know there's like all these other people out there, but actually that's where marriages are failing so much more now, because boredom is a part of it. Like you don't get the butterflies anymore. Like you don't feel the excitement, but it's like, how do you make it work?
And it's
with
about
that?
it's about keeping that level of the relationship at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to keep 100%. Obviously, it's going to be a solid, bro. Like obviously, it's going to be a graph, but it would be so much better. And I think it's about distractions as well. Like one thing I try to do every time I'm in a relationship is always like remove distractions off Instagram, remove distractions off everywhere, like following social media people, because it's all fake anyway, bro. Like you don't know what personal life they've got behind a picture. Like they could look amazing, bro, but they could have the worst life behind the picture.
That's the thing with
And
that
do you know what I
stuff.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just set up to be like, here's the best version of myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
So,
bro.
but you don't realize they can't pay rent, or
Yeah.
like they've got like family issues. You know what I mean?
I don't know what I'm laughing. Yeah.
No, but like, but that,
But it's
of
true
course,
though,
of
yeah.
course.
So the original question, I think
But
it's when you feel like you've done enough, and I think it's when you feel like you can't carry on, and whether you can push through it and do better, and you can have that conversation with them, but don't put yourself into a situation where you don't feel like you can. Because like I said, for me, I was in there for like a year, and eventually I was just like, what am I doing? Like I'm gonna have to. It was like a year and a bit, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to leave.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like it's just not. I'm just not having fun. Like, and obviously, it was amazing. You know, she did so much for me, and she was so amazing. But
Yeah.
I wish her all the best in her next thing. But for me, it was just like, just wasn't for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I should. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at now. Where I'm at the situation where I know exactly what I want.
Yeah.
I know what I need to look out for, and I know how to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how I feel anyway. I don't know about you guys.
I think the best time to walk away for me is when you lose the joy
Yeah.
in what you enjoy doing, like you as an individual. I think I've been in situations where, like, obviously I make music, I love singing, and I was in a relationship where there was times where I'd be doing like singing stuff, like working on plays or whatever, and like I just wasn't enjoying myself, and I was too focused on how does my partner feel.
Right.
And when I realized that my joy isn't coming from myself anymore, and it's coming from how does my partner view me, it's that thing of codependency. Like my happiness is so dependent on another person that I've lost my individuality. And that, I think that is when I'm like, okay, now it's time to walk away, because I'm losing sight of myself. And you know, in a relationship, like like the way I've been before, my validation always came from the other person. And when I start losing it from within myself, I could lose myself, and then it might take years for me to find it again. So every time I start feeling like, oh, I'm not starting to enjoy my life on my own, I think it's time to walk then, because I'm getting so dependent on the other person to bring me that joy, to bring me that validation that I could give myself by doing the things I love.
And that's the peak thing as well, because it should never, it's so easier said than done, but it should never be that the relationship is a thing that makes you happy.
Yeah.
I do
Depend
believe,
on you.
Yeah, I believe you have to
Yeah.
both be happy within yourselves.
Individuals, innit?
Yeah,
Do you know what I
to
mean?
then share that together. But nowadays people are like, if I'm in a relationship, life will be okay. Or if I'm in a relationship, like, oh yeah, everything will work out.
Happy,
you know what I mean?
Can be happy alone, man. Like,
Yeah.
I've been alone most of my kind of after uni. I was quite, alone for a long period, and I had fun, man.
Yeah.
Like it was fun. Like
Just take yourself out.
Yeah.
It's crazy when you take yourself out for
Bro,
like a little
trust
movie
me.
date.
Yeah,
You know
people
what I
are
mean?
like, this guy's here on his own. I'm like,
Yeah,
why
the
not?
nicest
bro,
thing,
I don't
bro.
get that.
Exactly.
Like, I remember I was
Nicest.
speaking to someone about it, and they were there like, "What are you on about?" I was like, "Bro, I literally I went dinner on my own, went
Yeah.
cinema.
Nicest.
Why not?
Bro,
Yeah.
it's so calm.
Like, no
Like-
matter who you end up with in your life, whoever you're dating at the time, whoever's sleeping in your bed next to you, we all go to sleep alone.
Yeah,
It's the thoughts in your head that you go to sleep with at the end of the day, no
Exactly,
matter who's
bro.
next to you. So the best relationship to have is with yourself.
If you don't love yourself, bro, you can't love anyone else.
Exactly.
100%. Because where you harnessing all that like love from? What?
And
just like
going off that as well, I think a big thing as well is that I don't want people to depend on me. So I feel like I've been in relationships before where that person, I'm their only joy. I'm their only person who goes out with them, who does things with them, etc. Because like for me, I like to have a balance. Like I like to do family stuff. I like to do things with my boys. I like to do things with her. But I also want to mix, and I want her to have the same. So like I'll be there like, oh, this weekend I'm going to do this. What are you doing? And she'll be like, oh, I might go and see my friends. And I want that because I don't want to be her only source of happiness. And I don't want to be her, and I don't want her to be my only source of happiness. And I think that's where like relationships fail, because one person will either be depending on the other or the way. I mean, it might not work, but for me, I wouldn't want someone to be with me and I'm their only happiness. So like all that we do, it's like all what she does is with me.
Have you ever like dated an introvert? Do you know what I mean? Because I would say us three are quite extroverted people, even though we enjoy our like time alone. Have you ever been in a situation like you're saying where maybe she hasn't had a lot of friends or like stuff like that, and
definitely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I felt bad for doing shit. Like I felt bad when I was going out because I'd be there like, oh, I'm doing this now, and she'll be sat alone doing nothing. Yeah. And he said like, bro, like, go and do something.
Socialize. We're social beings.
Exactly. Like for me, I don't care if you're going to go to the club with your girls, or I don't care if you're going to go and do this with your girls. Go, here's money, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't bother me. Like, because I know I'm doing the same thing with my man, like with my boys, etc.
Just don't hug the bouncer.
I was just about I missed the timing.
Get in. Nice.
And he shoots and he scores. It's Rashford.
No, but
120th minute. But yeah, no, I agree, man. I think it goes to that point of like, I just don't find it beneficial for both parties, because like I've been in there, bro, like, and I felt like I was bad, bro. Like I was sat doing things on the weekend with my boys and stuff, and I just know she was sat alone doing nothing, and then she would moan about it, and it's like, then that makes me feel more bad.
They get at you for having a social life. It's crazy,
bro. Trust me.
Like, you have friends to chill with? Oh, well, that's all right for some. Like,
what do you mean? Go and take yourself out then, or do something. Meet like, don't come to me and have a go at me for having my own friendship and social life.
Yeah. Because that's the thing as well. What about if let's say you've been dating a girl for a long time, and then it starts to become that, like, she wants to actually now just be like, right, you have to be seeing me all the time.
I'm dipping, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, my boys are my happiness. My family's my happiness. I can't just stay inside like 24/7, bro.
You have to regulate.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? What, just sit with each other every single day? That's when things get boring very quickly.
You have to allow that person to miss you, and for you to miss them, and then to be able to thinking about them when you're with other people.
I don't want to see you all the time either. And it doesn't make. That's another thing. Me not wanting to see you one weekend or another weekend or etc. It's not because I don't like you. It's because I just generally have stuff to do. Like I hate when that happens as well. I remember I was seeing someone and they thought that, but they were just like, oh, it's like, I make time for you enough. Like I need to make time for my boys, because that's another thing when people have that in relationship as well. Like we know people, I bet you know people who have a relationship and they just ghost their friends. And then as soon as they break up with their girlfriend, they're back to the friends. And it's like, bruv.
There is a way to balance it. I think when you first start dating, when you first start like seeing someone, dating someone, whatever, there is a moment you're like, it's the infatuation. You want to do everything
with them all the time,
But I think it's around that time you also need to be mindful of, like, if I then start doing this, it becomes the norm. And then also I think it's easier said than done, but you need to start differentiating and being like actually, I got to see them and them today.
100, bro.
My family.
100, bro. You need that balance. You know what I mean? You need that balance, because it just won't work. Well, it might work, but you'd be miserable when you lose friends. Do you know what I mean? So,
because then your friends look at you like, oh, what, you need me now?
Yeah, exactly.
Or now you need help. Or like, you want to chat, play FIFA. Stop it, bro. That's a good one. And another question here was, is there any positives from a situationship? You know what I mean? Man's got to do the eye thing to the camera now.
Maybe growth. Growth in yourself, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you probably learn a lot from that. Like I was in one at uni and it was so toxic and so on, and I think I just got to a point where, what am I fucking doing? Like, and it depends, because what are you classing as a situationship? Are you classing a situationship as you're just together, nothing's going forward into a relationship? or is it just like you both on mutual terms of like this is just a link? Like what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe it's like this is just like we're just linking, and no one wants to. I don't know. That's what I.
Depends, because if a situationship is mutual and you both want to link and you're happy with just the regular sex, let's say, then maybe that's cool.
Definitely not playing like bloody Twister, am I?
I think it's good that you can figure out what you like, and what you don't like.
Yeah, it's like I said, there's negatives and positives. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Like so, and like they could bring a positive impact on your life.
100%.
Like one person, I had a situation where he was like an R&B singer, so like. You know, like you get to hear them singing R&B music. I ain't complaining. Pulling up with a guitar, bro.
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Them ones when you're having the conversation internet. Yeah. I would say I've been in situationships where I think what really helped, most recent one before now was like it just helped with communication. Because I didn't think I'd ever been in a situationship prior where it was clear as day. This is what this is. You know what I mean? Like we're just kind of like, nah, it's jokes.
We're just
innit?
fucking.
Bro, it's them ones where you're just like, nah, let's not talk about it. And then eventually it gets to a point where then it's
Somebody
tricky.
says I love you and then you're fucked.
But I think that's what helped, because even for them, I think it just made me more aware of like, listen, you can have situationships, they happen, whatever. But I think having that clear as cut, like this is what this is, and if it ever maybe not steps out of line, but if it ever veers, you can always be like, but this is what we talked about. And then if you need to update it, then you can have another conversation like, what is this? Hold on, are you feeling this way? I think that allows. So that's a defo positive you can have, but. Come on, be honest. Who in our age gap is defo like doing these kind of open convos?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it depends. Sometimes you can be like, just like this is just going to be this.
Yeah.
If it gets any further than this, let me know.
Yeah.
If you have feelings towards me, let me know. If things change, let me know. That's one way of doing it. If it's just going to be sex and that's all it's going to be, then go in with an open mind of this is, lay everything on the table and go, if one person starts feeling different, tell me and then we can stop it or whatever.
Always just at the start, just letting them know what it is you want from it. But also I found that when I have done that, some people would rather have you not said anything because like truth hurts. And like they'd rather be lied to.
Or they want to live a fantasy.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, like some people have been like, listen, I don't want anything with you. Like if we need to stop now, you man.
Sorry.
If we need to stop now, then we can. But like, you know, like this is all I want. And then it's like, oh, but you shouldn't have told me that or something. It's like, why would I keep lying to you to string you along?
Yeah,
exactly.
They want to argue.
Fantasy.
They want to argue.
They want confrontation. They want conflict.
Exactly. They want that confrontational relationship. No, I agree. I think situationships, depending on what you do with them, I think they can be good or bad depending on the situation. Because then how do you get out of it? Like,
how'd you get out of situationship?
Like,
Woo,
it depends on the level of the situationship, you know, because you could be in one that is literally just sex and you might not text all the time, and then when you stop texting, you know it's not going to be anything else.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Would you, if you're in a situationship, would you like speak to them and be like, right, it's over? Do you know, like,
I don't want to have sex with you anymore.
Hey, good evening.
I don't want to be in the situation anymore.
Team press conference.
I think I try and communicate unless I'm like, you just keep disrespecting me. That I'm just not gonna. There's no point.
Yeah.
Like if you keep disrespecting me, there's actually just no point. I'd rather just cut you out of my life and that's it.
Oh, okay. If they disrespect you,
What
about if they didn't though? Like,
if they didn't, and it's just come to a point of like this situationship isn't going anywhere,
or you're seeing
100%.
Just to be honest,
100% meet up with them and be like, by the way, it's been nice, but like
I'm seeing someone now.
Exactly. Like communication, it's like.
Just be honest.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable sometimes being honest, but it's worth it though. But if they just keep disrespecting you and it's just feels silly, like I don't think this chat is gonna amount to anything positive. So I'm just gonna dip, bro.
I think that's the best thing as well. I think I always try to be honest. Like, I mean, if I'm chatting to a girl and we've met up a couple of times, whatever, and it's not going anywhere, I'll just be honest. Like, look, you're really cool, really enjoyed seeing you, etc. But I just don't see this going anywhere other than a friendship. I'm cool to have friends, but
I know you man about the meeting in person. Like, even if it's a situation, would you meet in person or would you like?
If it's a situationship,
text,
if it's just a person I'm texting. We've met a couple of times. There's
Yeah.
no level of sex yet or anything like that. There's no intimacy. Then maybe I'll probably text or call.
But
But if it's like proper intimate, we've been shagging everything.
Wait, what's everything?
Man said
bro?
everything.
Yeah, man said everything.
Five guys.
Five guys.
Wow.
Like, you are brazy.
Push.
Like, led me into the lines then.
But yeah, if it was like that, then yeah, it'd be
Daniel.
like, boom, nah. Like, I'd have to meet up and just be like, look, I don't know, meeting up, maybe.
I think, yeah,
Because that's still wild, because it,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I think I would have a call. I think I would have like a
FaceTime or
proper
a call,
FaceTime.
yeah.
And they're bawling their eyes out.
Yeah, and I'm like, sorry, you.
Don't cry.
Wait. I think your Wi-Fi is a bit.
cry. Could you order me a milkshake though?
Shut up.
No.
But not like, yeah, like at least like some face-to-face contact. in a
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
Rather
100%.
than I wouldn't text you and be like, yo, loud is off. You know what I mean? No, like there's a respectful thing you can do with ending a situation.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you know what I'm saying? Same thing as well with like, I think there's a thing about like dating apps as well. What are you man on about dating apps nowadays?
I've
'Cause-
used them, I'm not going to cap.
Yeah,
I've
like
used them.
sure,
on
but
them.
like, are you still like? Because I think nowadays,
Not now, obviously. Like,
Oh really?
no.
I swear, you got something to tell the podcast.
No. I'm just saying, I'm just not on them.
He's
do you
getting
know what I mean?
engaged.
Yeah.
Hey!
Married next week, bro.
Yeah, right.
But no, in all seriousness, I'm just not on them, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know, bro. They're just no good, man.
Nah,
Like,
bro.
and to be fair, even when I was on them, I didn't really use them like that.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be here and there, I'll be like, and then even if I matched to someone and I was like, actually, the chat's okay, I'll be there like, here's my Insta. Like, if you want to hit me on there, because I just don't rate
Yeah.
it. Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be sat there all night. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I
run
just
out
don't-
of likes.
Yeah.
Considering maybe to buy more.
Yeah.
The validation comes from like a like.
Yeah.
But then it's like you meet up with a person and it's like this algorithm says that me and you should get on.
So we
So
have
then why don't we get on?
Yeah.
Yeah, trust
you know,
me.
and they're
like,
like-
Tinder, I don't like Tinder. Nah, fuck that.
I've only used Hinge. But
Yeah,
Hinge,
same.
Hinge was like I met good people on there.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You know what I
you meet
mean?
actually reasonable people just down to actually do something.
Exactly. But nah.
But, I'm not on them, bro.
Would you
no.
find your like person you marry off Hinge? Because
Could do.
it has happened.
no, it
Yeah,
has,
it
bro.
could-
I
could,
know
bro.
people
who are
It could, bro.
long
I know
I
people,
met
bro.
probably not majority. That's probably like cap. Like couple of my long-term relationships from
Hinge.
actually, well, I'm chatting one. So yeah,
What is that plural singular?
Yeah.
I said long term things.
yeah, but yeah. So that shows.
Yes.
Actually,
I'd just
think-
rather meet.
but I
you.
haven't really
Yes.
used it like that though. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I want to
Like-
see you in person. I want to see you in an environment.
And if I've met
bro.
someone if I met someone from Hinge, then I would make sure that we've dated loads and like we've called and we FaceTime. Like to be fair, even if I've met someone, I always try to FaceTime and chat to them before anyway.
Yeah.
So I want to
Okay.
see what the vibe is.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Because text is calm, but sometimes the vibe on FaceTime is calm, and then that same vibe will be in real life.
I'm not sure about
I'm
you
not.
guys. I
Yeah,
can't
for me,
text.
I can't text or call. Like when people try and FaceTime me, I'm like, nah.
Really?
I'm just like, it has to be in person.
Yeah.
Because like,
No, I mean for me, I'm more like FaceTime before we meet in person
Oh.
to make sure like we're on that level. It's calm, like it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're on the same vibe because, yeah, text. I mean, I'm bad at texting anyway. To be fair, yeah, I am bad at texting.
yeah, I can't. Ever.
I'll reply to people if it needs to be replied to straight away. But recently, if I see your message, I'll read it in my head and then I'll reply back later. You're
Yeah.
really bad for that.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
bad for that as well. I know that me and you just like, well, you'll read my message in your head and I'll reply later. Do you know what I mean?
I'll reply like 2 days after.
Yeah, no.
But
I
I've
don't.
replied to
I
you
don't.
know what I
You've
mean.
replied in your head already.
Brazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, pause.
How?
I don't know.
How?
There's no pause.
Like, no.
These men are just like
Nah,
pause
these man
heavy
like
right
we're on
now.
edge, bro.
You
Let's-
lot have been bullying them,
Innit?
okay? And I'm here to stop it.
The enforcer.
But
yeah.
no, like dating apps. But I think when I even try and speak to women in public, like, and I've been really honest with them, like,
They're
you
not
know, you
on
look
it.
beautiful. They're not on it, bro. They would rather have swiped on you
Yeah.
and like met you on a dating app.
Like,
and like, yeah.
I was speaking to someone recently and they were there like, yeah, I don't want to meet someone in person. Like meeting people at the club. I mean, to be fair, the club is well
Club is
different.
wild,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Cafe
like-
things.
But like, where do you meet people? Where do you meet people though? Like, where do you actually go like to meet Do you know what I mean?
Go to the art
Go
gallery.
to the tea, you know, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
but do you know what I mean? Like, do you just
art gallery.
Like,
Yeah.
like, just
like
wherever you see them, bro. One time,
events.
yeah, but people don't like being approached on the street and shit like that.
like,
like,
but I mean, yeah.
It
And you got to
depends.
be in a respectful manner. Like,
Yeah.
you
Bro,
can't, like,
yeah.
one time, like, I thought a girl was so beautiful, like, honestly ran after her, and she was, like, 6'5", and she was like, what the fuck? And I was like, it's gone now.
You are also
Man.
6'4".
You're-
Yeah, I know, bro. I
Like,
was like,
you running
why
up-
did I not think about that? And I'm like, yo, miss.
Yo, come back here, man.
But like the
man's
like,
actually 6'5", put a cent and a half, bro.
running, hey, bro, I'm there, bro. Hey, if you ever need a replacement, Saliba.
No, I meant the girl, bro. Put a cent and a half. Bro, she's 6'5".
Tall girls are beautiful,
Clearance,
man.
bro. And no, I'm
Tall
not saying
girls
they're
are
not. I'm just
beautiful,
saying.
bro.
She probably do it, yeah.
But yeah, one time I was on a train and I wrote a poem for a girl. Yeah,
You gave it to her?
Mad
Yeah, and
thing.
I gave it to her. So that was like that was a cool way of like meeting someone.
You know them man
Mad
who can
thing.
just like come off with a poem.
Boom!
Like this guy's brazy. Ladies and gentlemen, Rithvik on the grill, everybody.
Man was
Brothers
like,
looked at her and said,
roses are red.
give me
Violets are
five.
blue.
William
that's
Shakespeare in
I'm
the
on
flesh.
this train,
You know what I
and I
mean?
love you.
Can't wait to Snapchat.
Ah! Yeah, see that air? Love.
What's your Snapchat, boo?
Boy, hey,
Nah, if
easy.
someone asks me for my snap,
Easy.
it's a red flag.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that-
Who uses Snapchat in this day and age? bro?
Only to look at memories.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
to share CrunchTime, to be fair. Yeah,
No, mad thing, mad thing. But yeah,
yeah.
but yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up the. I'm actually glad because genuinely, I know we have these conversations one-on-one, but I think it's just interesting, especially with like being online and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't see man them wanting to have these chats. I know we
Course.
talk about icks and stuff, but like really actually getting into it.
I heard they were trying to have a podcast about me.
I cannot believe he's just rocked up in the pod and he's yeah.
Come true,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Come
this is
true,
the
bro.
first time in a long time. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I look
3
rough.
minutes left.
I look rough as fuck.
Jesus, take the wheel. I literally thought it was the feds.
I know, innit?
I thought it was the feds as well, bro. I was like,
I thought it was the feds.
Down, blood.
The way he
It was
banged.
his idea. It was
Yeah,
actually his
yeah,
idea
yeah,
of my
yeah.
life.
Shout out,
I'll
Jamie.
never disrespect, but he told me to do it, and I wasn't gonna say no.
Shout out Jamie, podcast room. Hold it down. Yeah.
Mad thing. But anyway, just unexpected guest. Do you know what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, man, the myth, the legend, Dans is back.
Is this,
Down back.
is this making the cut?
What do you mean?
Well,
I mean,
we
it's
haven't got
definitely
an
now.
outro now,
Yeah,
so-
no. Definitely making the cut. You came just in time. We're about to talk about TV and film recommendations. So,
I don't know how to even get into it.
don't worry about it. Let me guide the ship.
Yeah, guide it,
final thing on this
Yeah.
one. We're talking about recommendations, TV, film. Let's do a quick fire round. I've got to say, first of all, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Amazing TV show, bro. Like,
Never heard of it.
Have you seen the film?
No.
2005.
Never watched it.
Brad Pitt and
Nah, G.
Bro, well, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, about this couple who are in espionage, spy, like, they get paired together by an agency. And with this one, they live in New York. They're doing this life. I won't spoil it too much, but
Yeah.
it stars Donald Glover.
Donald Glover,
Yeah. It's really good. And
As
it's
you-
also
yeah.
interesting because they live in this, like, day-to-day life. So you're kind of like, these men are, like, going to the farmer's market. But
day
then
in the
in the
life.
evening, they got to
Mad.
do some, like,
superhero vibes, are
no, more just
they're like
spy
spies.
Spy.
Oh, okay.
thing. Yeah.
Mad
in the
thing.
life.
And it's really good. Like, I would highly recommend it. I think
Okay.
it's it is funny at times, but also it's like when you're spies, like, can you have families and all these things. Like they get into it as well about like can spies
Yeah.
be married and stuff. But
Okay.
that's mine.
Mine has to be Gentleman. My recommendation has to be
Gentleman.
Gentleman.
Guy Ritchie.
So sick. Well, no, not because he doesn't do that one, right?
No, he does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, no, the recommendation is definitely Gentleman. I think the film was unreal, and I think this series has just been so
Unreal.
cold. Like, I think I like how they haven't they've not carried it on. They've
Yeah,
just
yeah.
made a new thing
Yeah.
relating to that. Do you know what I mean? And I think the actors in it are so sick.
So good,
Yeah.
bro.
So sick, and I love how the story happens.
Yeah.
Like, I won't give too much away because obviously I recommend watching it. But like, obviously, his the family heir goes to him, and then he finds out all the drug business, and it's just madness.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so cold.
Never seen
It's
that.
so cold. Never seen it,
Bro,
bro.
Even the
Bro.
first, there's a first one, right?
yeah,
there's
bro.
a
It's
movie.
well,
Add this to the
the thing
list.
is, you don't need to probably. Well, I mean, I would recommend to watch the film because the film's cold anyway. Bugsy Malone's in the film.
And
Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, and he does a whole song in it, bro.
Matthew
And he plays
Malone.
like a big part. But yeah, the actors are cold as well on
I'm
it.
actually adding it to
Yeah.
my list.
Yeah, bro, 100%. The
The
Gentleman
Scousers
film,
are hard.
bro. Yeah,
Jethro.
Yeah. Yeah, I recommend that. Yeah, so my recommendation is
that
The
shit.
Gentleman.
Mr.
100%.
and Mrs. Smith.
Go on.
Should I go?
Yeah, go on.
So the recommendation I'd have would be One Day
Oh, okay.
on Netflix. What
Before you're gonna say Shogun.
Yeah, Shogun's hard as well.
Right, say-
Shogun and One Day.
Do your thing.
I'll say One Day just because that's like one of the most emotional shows I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I was balling out at the last couple
Mad.
episodes. Like
Them
grown
ones,
man. Like it
Bruh.
was like
Mad.
like Ambika
that you?
Maud, who plays the lead, she was fantastic, and Amber Grappy, who I went to Lambda with, she
Shout
plays
out.
like the third biggest part, Tilly.
Went with Land.
Yeah, she went
she
Lambda
went
with us, bro.
mad.
And
And she's
she
in
killed it,
Yeah.
killed
Mad
it. But this
thing.
show is so beautiful. Like, watch it, man. Them like
I recommend.
Give her a
Love.
flowers, man.
Yeah,
One
yeah,
Day,
Amber
yeah.
killed it.
Man-
Amber.
One day,
Man's
yeah.
crashed the podcast.
And
Right,
then, and then he's like, actually,
good though,
he
it's good
came
though.
for the
One day
recommendation.
and Shogun on Disney.
Shogun.
How do you spell that?
SHOGUN. Shogun
on.
on
Like
Okay.
Disney.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a
Disney
samurai.
Plus.
And-
Yeah,
yeah, I was
it's
gonna say
samurai
anime.
thing,
Set in
bro.
like the
Hard.
1600s.
Man.
Like
Thing.
Japanese.
About like
bro.
the British colonies and the Portuguese colonies
Crazy.
settling in Japan.
Yeah.
It is
Love that.
Animation type.
No, bro.
Think
Oh,
Game
real?
of Thrones.
Live
but
action,
like-
bro.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Like taking
my
the
list.
direct
From my
quote
list.
from the creator.
And my list is
Game
too
of
big,
Thrones,
bro.
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 Succession
Oh,
dialogue.
Have you got any recommendations?
Yeah,
Dance?
Nothing that's new. I've been catching up from like way back.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I'm watching Power Book Force.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do you know the one with Tommy?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Have you watched
Oh,
it?
No,
Have anyone
no.
watched it?
No.
I've seen
Cold.
Power. No.
Not the new ones.
Nah.
No,
I'd recommend the new
carry
ones.
on.
They're all good. I'm
Are
not gonna
they?
lie. I'm loving it.
What with Tariq still in it?
Tariq's one's banging. The ones where
Yeah.
Kanan's young, banging. But
Shit,
Tommy's
so
one
they do
is the best.
Tommy now.
Yeah.
Oh, Tommy's my
Tommy's the
favorite
best.
character.
Bro,
Tommy's
he's
hard.
funny.
Joseph
Tommy's so
Sikora
hard,
is
yeah.
hard.
He's got this
lit.
funny accent as well. It's
Yeah.
like,
Tommy and
you thought
who's
you weren't
the
gonna see me
girl?
again.
Is it
Jokes.
Keisha?
Oh yeah. Rest in
And
peace.
Angela.
Rest in peace.
Baddie.
Oh wait, Angela was
Keisha's a
that
baddie.
was
Ghost.
Ghost.
And Tanya. What's
I
her?
can't remember.
Tasha.
The wife.
Tasha.
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 You said it like
Yeah,
Tasha.
Yeah, you have
Right.
to say like, gosh.
I didn't say Tasha.
Baddie,
It's like
bro. They're all
Tasha.
baddie on that. Baddie.
Tasha.
Yeah, thank you as always for supporting, for watching, for listening. And as always, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all of that. Follow us on Spotify as well to keep up with when we upload.
TikTok.
All of them,
sir.
Instagram,
Yes, sir.
all of that.
I mean-
But yeah, thank you. As always, my name is TJ.
Manny.
And thank you to
Rithvik.
and
Yeah, shout out you, man.
Astra.
Come on.
Astra.
Astra.
Peace and
Come
love,
on.
love and guidance. Take
Thank
care.
you,
care.
guys. Peace.
Safe.
Boom.
Yeah. Let's go.